Yes, welcome to the Arsenal stand, ladies and gentlemen, and it's Arsenal here. As you guys understand, I'm so excited to discuss this with you. Now, let's look at Madueke. The lineup was just spot on the way I see it, because I never expected Kai Havertz to start because I knew he played well in the Champions League, but because of the injury that he had been in, I never thought he was going to start. Even in my starting 11, I put him as like a substitute. Probably he was going to come in at some point, but um, he ended up starting. I think maybe Mikel Arteta looked at the link that they had in the Carabao Cup. I mean, not no, in the Champions League, and seeing how maybe Gyökeres and Kai Havertz linked up. Maybe that's why he started him. And also, Odegaard is not doing the best, so it made sense to me to start somebody who was um, in a high in the game because he played well in the Champions League for sure. So we needed somebody who can push the ball, and also looking at Leeds itself, I know feel like they're a little bit physical. So having Kai there, kind of, I feel like this formation that Arsenal played, it was kind of like a 4-4-2 in some way, like Gyökeres and Kai Havertz, because Kai Havertz was just right behind Gyökeres, which was a good thing because it's you have two almost like two strikers coming in to help in the build up of the game, so which was great. And I looked at that and I was like, yes, this is going to work. Like if Mikel wants to play like this, because when you're going forward it's like a 4-4-2 kind of, and then when you come back it's you're still like 4-3-3 and your wingers are coming in. But that was the new thing that I saw in the match, because we needed that. We needed that physical appearance in the midfield, which Kai really it didn't perform super well like I thought it would, but he played well. So that was a good step. That's one thing I saw. Man, now let's talk about Madueke. Knowing that you're not set to even play your game, like you are not set to play your game, you might be a substitute, and coming in to play the way he did, that was immense. That was crazy. He was beating his defenders. He was like playing as if he was the one gonna start the game. Because I feel like sometimes when you're in that mood where you're like, oh, I'm gonna be a substitute, I'll come in with if the coach like, yeah, assigns me or something like that. But after Saka's injury, coming in to perform the way he did, giving an assist, I feel like even the goal that they put it as an odd goal, that should have been his goal. He even said it in the, actually in the press, like, why does Premier League that goal was actually going in? Why do they say it's an own goal? It feels like they were doing some disjustice to him, but I mean injustice to him. But let's, but that's what he said. But he played so well. I feel like we never missed Saka today. Even if people were like, "Oh man, Saka is out now. Who's gonna come in?" Gone are those days where when Saka is not there, everyone is worried. Like everybody thinks Arsenal is gonna crumble because Saka is now. We know he's a star boy and he's the main figure of the Arsenal attack. But Noni today was so on top of his game. He was beating his defenders. He was fast. He was electric. His crosses were like on point, not like he used to play. Like I feel like he's learning. Like I said, he's still young. He's gonna learn how Arsenal plays, and he's gonna learn how to really perform in a situation where he's not really right there. Sometimes you're not on it, but today I give it to Noni. He was immense. He was really really good, and and like if all players would play like that, not knowing that you're even ready to play, and he comes in and perform like that, 100%. I'm just gonna give my player rating right away in after I discuss a little bit of the things that I see, and I feel like yeah, Noni is up there because he was really really good. On top of other players, even like the goals that he he gave to Zubameni, that cross was so good. Like we know Zubameni is maybe 5'8" or maybe even less, but like the way he edited that ball, that was also crazy. Like it was a very very good goal. Looking at back at what he did at Manchester United and really turning back today and scoring that first goal, that was really, really important. Like very, very important because it showed that even if you have a weaker, maybe you have a challenge in the last game, and some players would have been down and like thinking about it and like struggling. But I like that Zimmerman didn't even worry about that. He turned up today and showed that he is still important in this Arsenal team, which I really, really appreciate. And I see that if all players can really bounce back like that after a challenge, after like an adversity, you feel like yes, that is a mental strength we need for all the Arsenal players because you're gonna have bad days. Like bad days are gonna be there as a player, as a worker, anybody in social life, like anything, you gotta have bad days. And if you had your bad days, it's upon how you turn around and how you reflect and the next thing you do, which Zubi was so good at it today. And yeah, I think he was really, really good too. Um, Let me talk about Yokeres. Man, he could have scored more than 2 or 3 goals today, but he scored just one, which which was the take was good. I saw it and watched it. I feel like he's now turning to be a little bit of the player we would like him to be. He's not yet there. I'm not saying he's the striker that we need, but he's turning to be a player that we are looking at. Okay, he's becoming a player that I feel like in a long run he's gonna be somewhere. Why? Because Odegaard, I mean, with the Arsenal players are now learning how he plays. Look at that through ball that he missed 1-on-1 that he was actually given the opportunity. If he had scored that goal, it's almost like similar to the one in the Champions League, but a little bit different. But if he had scored that 1-on-1 goal, that would have been a very, very good goal for him also. But he missed that. But strikers don't score all the goals. But if you miss a chance, make sure the next one that comes you score. That is what he did exactly. That is exactly what he did. Which I am proud that at least even if he missed that crucial chance, he still came back and scored his last chance that he had, which was great. And I can see that he is developing, and the players, Arsenal players, are really, really helping him to go through this moment because it's not easy to play in the Premier League. You know that. You guys already know it's very, very difficult. It's always difficult to play in the Premier League, and yeah, even if you are down in your spirit, but I feel like yes, he is gaining the confidence now. He's becoming that player that we all want him to be. He's not yet there, and I'm not saying he's not the striker that we should have signed. But I feel like he's just slowly getting there. So if Gyökeres can continue scoring, which we know the game is coming again on Tuesday, we want to see if he can actually reproduce some of the runs that he did today. He was good. His ball play was great. Everything around him was good, but we still need more because strikers are judged on goals. So if he's scoring, yes, he's gonna be my number one. He's still gonna be there, and but if he is not, then becomes a problem for some people because you need to have that desire and the courage and runs and stuff like that for you to be a good scorer. But yeah, he performed well today as well. So those are like 3 players that I wanted really, really to talk about. Another player that really, let's talk about the substitution that Mikel Arteta made. It was on point. All the players that came in, at least they made in some improvement in some of the styles and the streaks and the way they played. Odegaard today, at least with that assist uh, to Gabriel Jesus, that was what we were looking for a very long time in our captain, because he has not been that good in giving that last pass to the striker to score. But that good also. I mean, that goal from Gabriel Jesus, that was good. The turn and the twisting and the way he took the man. Gabriel Jesus is just that player where you like. Sometimes you think is Brazilians, the way they have that flair and something like with them, like he is somehow unpredictable in these kind of scores. Like the way he turned around when he got that ball, teasing the defender a little bit and then chipping the ball just right before the keeper could see, because he used that one player. I don't know which player that was, but the one player did that curl the ball right above him, like around. That was so good. He took that goal so well, and now we have a problem because Gyökeres is scoring, which is a good problem. I'm not saying a bad problem, but it's a good problem where we see both of our strikers are thriving, like they are helping each other. But I feel like Gyökeres has seen Gabriel Jesus coming in, and I feel like it has helped Gyökeres a little bit to up his game, because we know Kai is there, Moreno is there, Mireno, Mirino, I mean, and then we have uh, Gabriel Jesus and Gyökeres. So if you don't bring in your game and you're not scoring, you're gonna be benched. So I feel like having that competitiveness is really helping Gyökeres. That's why I feel like his game has changed a little bit since Gabriel Jesus has come. If you notice very well, he has changed. Like it's totally different from the way he started the season, when no striker was on his neck. But now that he has the two strikers coming in, and even Mikel Merino still in the shadow of the striking department, I feel like he is really improving in his game very, very, um, very well. So that's the game. Like, we were really good today, and I I just like the way Mikel Arteta set up the team and the way he actually helped um, Arsenal get back to the winning ways, because we needed this. We needed this win so much. We needed this win. If this wasn't, I even lost the words now. If this wasn't like the right, it could have. I mean, if the outcome of this game could have been something different, I don't know how people were gonna talk. I just don't really know what people would have said. Like, it would have been crazy in all means. But the good thing is we have won, and the game was really perfect, and you would never really um, underscore this match that we had. Going out to Elland Road, where the atmosphere is crazy, like every ball that they play, I feel like Leeds fans are always on it. And we did get four past them at Elland Road, where Chelsea were beaten there. Liverpool, I think, got a draw from there. Manchester City just scored the last goal in there. It was 2-2 or something. And like all the big teams who went there to Elland Road after a long time, they had won. I think they had not been beaten at Elland Road for a very long time. And Arsenal just went there and strolled and performed like it was their home. It was like the Emirates. The way we dominated every single ball, it was crazy. And we give number two doesn't give you anything. The good thing is we are still in four competitions, of which, even if we can get two, I'll be glad with it. Premier League, and maybe Carabao Cup, or Premier League, or FA Cup, and Premier League, or Champions League. If we can get all the four, that would be great. But I don't think we are going to be able to get all the four trophies. So let's put our expectation down. I know our expectation has to be very, very high when it comes to Arsenal, but I don't think having four trophies coming in this season for the way Arsenal is playing, I don't. I don't. It's not that it's not doable. It's doable, but I don't think it's gonna be easy. But let's go. Let's say game by game and see how everything is gonna turn out. Because at the moment, the way we see it, we are playing well, and with the amount of players we have, with the squad depth, I feel like we can do anything as long as Mikel Arteta doesn't keep the handbrake on. At least today, for the first time, we have seen handbrake broken. That's what I was talking about in my stream for the preview of the game. I said Mikel Arteta has to free the players. We are so systematic, so much that it's painful to see how players don't strive in this system sometimes. because we need to free our players. We need them to express themselves. We need them to drive balls and run through the midfield. We don't have to be very, very systematic where you have to pass ball left, right, center all the time, building so much from the back. Because, like I said, we take so much time playing in the back, which doesn't give us the opportunity to go on and attack the ball. Yeah, to attack the opponent box. We need that. We need the handbrake to be off completely, which he did it today. I'm very proud of you, Mikel Arteta, for at least for the first time letting your handbrake off, and you could see how the players were expressing themselves. You could see the desire that they had. Like that was good. We wanted to see that, and it's very very important that every single moment Arsenal play, please free them. Let the players play. Let the players just do whatever they can. You can have them in the system when they're backing up, when they're out of the ball. You can have those structures every single day. Every team has their structure. When you don't have the ball, this is the shape that you have to go 4-3-3, 4-2-2. Like you can go back to your shape if you don't have the ball. But once you have the ball, let the players express themselves. That's what Arsenal fans have been crying for years. Like Mikel Arteta has to do that. Give them the freedom to play, express themselves, guys. It's good. It's good to share your heart when it comes to the game and matches that we have here. But thanks so much for being part of the show today. And on your way out, just like and subscribe. And yeah, we'll see you again tomorrow. And have a lovely day wherever you are. And have a lovely night for those ones who are sleeping. And for those ones who are going to watch later also, enjoy the channel and subscribe and be part of the channel. We will see you again tomorrow. And one love to you. Thanks.